So I can send them also a direct message from here. As you can see right now, the mobile number are appearing, phone, fax, the email address is already here. That is because I am I am as a log. I use now as a login version, so I can send a message directly. Hi. Okay. Once I click send, okay, um, the exhibitor will be receiving that message directly. It's just a seconds away. So if you could show it to them, so Luciana. Okay. So once I click that, it will be directed to the exhibitors directly. So also on the exhibitors booth, you could see the product, the exhibitors product. All right. You could see those product display like the those product that are uploaded by the exhibitors, like 25 products of them. Okay. So you could upload like um, 1 to 25 products that is included on your package. Right. So, so Luciana, can you show them the message that I sent a while ago?
Okay, you can see my screen, John, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I have received, you have sent me a message and I have received this notification bell. So you can access
Mm-hmm.
for that message through this notification bell, or else you can go to messages and check the message. From the messages you can check, and also from this notification bell. So I'll go from here.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so that's great. You send me a reply. So also from here, you could able to once the exhibitor or the seller is online, this call button will appear. All right. Once I hit this one, it will transfer. It will directly call this exhibitor. So once I click this one, the call will start now on the exhibitor's part.
Right. I'm getting the call, John. So now I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
accept it.
Okay. All right. As you can see, you will be transferred to another page
Yeah.
for your calling video calling. So I'll just click join and just wait. All right. Okay. All right. So by the way, before you have the call, there's a permission will be appearing here that says there's a pop-up permission saying that allowed camera and also microphone to use on this website. Okay. So you just need to click allow and then join the page. Okay. From here the exhibitor and visitor can able to speak or conversation regarding their product. Like for example, hi, so Luciana, I went to your exhibitor's booth, and then I am interested with your tea products. I was wondering if I could order like 100 kilos of Ceylon tea. If you could send me quotations or like send me a brochure, that will be much better.
Thank you for calling, Mr. John, for Sulochana Private Limited, and thank you for having an interest in our products. We will share the quotation with you as soon as possible.
Okay, that's great. All right. So once the meeting is done, all you need to do is just leave from here. Just click leave, and then close the page. All right. So you could also look for another exhibitors. Okay. Just you could also filter them from here. Search for like tea products or another exhibitors that are participating on the tea. All you need to do is just type in the keywords or select their country. Okay, you can filter them out by country, in which country they from, and also search them by their categories. Okay, so this is for your digital event dashboard. So also, if you want to see those messages or your activities inside the event, you can go back on your dashboard. All right, this is the engagement dashboard. So this is the home page. All right, from the home page of your dashboard, you will see those um, con- connect with the exhibitors, connect with them, those exhibitors that are participating on the event. You will see it from here. Okay, and also those products that is recommended to you by our system. So like what we have said, our system is we have a AI smart matching features where our system is recommending the visitors or the exhibitors those relevant users for them. So recommended products and also those recommended exhibitors or the smart matching exhibitors that is relevant on my categories. All right. So this is how the dashboard or the homepage of the visitors looks like. Okay. From here, I can see also the notification and also the message icon. From here, you will see the notification bell, and I can view that notification. So this is where I can see Soluciano's reply. Okay. So this is how your like messaging page go. You get able to start your conversation here. Okay. As a visitor, I can check those inquiries that I sent. Okay, and also those inquiries on the products that I sent, and also those messages that I sent to a exhibitor. Okay. So going back on the home page, so just give me a sec. Mhm. So this is the sent page. All right. You can see your all the messages that are sent. So going back on the home page, so here as a visitor, I can view also those exhibitors, the list of exhibitors that will be participating on the event. Okay. I can filter them out by country, by categories, and also by their subcategories, or I can directly type their name here or type a keyword of their name here. So as you can see, there's a lot of visitors that exhibitors that will be participating on the event. Okay, same thing on the exhibitors part. You can search a certain buyer. All they need to do, if you could go through it, Soluchana, you could go on the buyers list. Okay, you can show it to them, please.
Here we have buyers. So you can search buyers as per their country, subcategory, or industry wise. And if you know the company's name exactly, you can enter the company name and go for a search.
Okay. All right. That's great. Thanks, Luciana. So from here, all right, I'll search for a certain exhibitor. So let me search again this. the exhibitor that I have connected with. So if she appear here, I'll view the exhibitor's profile. So this is how the exhibitor's profile look. Okay, so it's different from the exhibitor's point of view than the visitor's point of view. Okay, as the exhibitor's point of view, if you view your own profile, it doesn't appear like this. Okay, but if you view it from the visitor's point of view, it will be looking like this. Okay, so this is your logo, your company name, and also the categories. All right. So same thing here, your company description and other information and other details that you have filled up. Okay. And also on the below part, on the lower part, you will see those products that the exhibitors uploaded. Okay. The visitors can engage. They can choose those products. They can able to view the product. Just click on it. Once I view the product, I could see the details of the product, the specifications. As you can see, minimum sale quantity, how many the minimum order of quantity. It will be located here. The price, okay, and also the product description. So as a visitor, I want to as a buyer, I want to get the quotation for this one. So I'll just need to send a message. How much for 100 kilos of this product. Okay. So once I send it, it will be sent to the product inquiry of Soluchana Private Limited. Okay. So you have successfully sent the inquiry. All right. So this is how the visitors send a request for a quotation of a certain product. Okay. So going back on the exhibitor's profile. All right. So you will see everything from here. That's why we encourage you to populate your account. So once a visitor visited your profile, you can convince them to attach something on your company or order some products with your company. Okay. Also, for example, some exhibitors, um, there's also a restriction here. Okay. Some exhibitors want to have like a connection first before you send a message. So I think we already removed that kind of restriction. For example, view this profile. Once I view a exhibitor's profile, I need first to connect or directly request a meeting with them. Okay. If these exhibitors are already connected with me, I can view it from my connections. It's like a friend request. You know, when we are using Facebook, so we are stay connected with each other. Okay. So for example, I connected with you. I connected with this exhibitor. So it will appear here, your request sent, connection requests, and also those connections. These are your connection that are accepted by the exhibitors. All right. So this is the connection page, and on the meeting page, I'll show you how the engagement features work on the meeting part. So as an exhibitor, all right, I'll go back again with. So here, I could able to request a meeting from here directly. Okay, or if I want to review first the exhibitor's profile, I can go here. I can view their profile first and um, able to meet now. Okay, or able to send a meeting directly on their profile from here. Okay, once I click request a meeting, it will open a meeting page. Oops, the meeting is already accepted. So I'll try with another exhibitor. Okay, so I'll try with this exhibitor. I will request a meeting, and then it will transfer me to the another page. Okay, as a visitor, I can choose what time slot or what date it will go when will be our meeting. So I prefer Saturday, and it will be on 11:30. I'll click confirm. Okay, so once you confirm it, the meeting is successfully saved. Just go. It will transfer you to this like confirmation. Or if you want to reschedule your meeting, just click yes. Or if not, you could see your meeting history or meeting details here on the meeting tab. Okay, as you can see, my meetings I sent it just today. It is not yet accepted by this exhibitor, and then you will see also those pending meeting requests. That is these are those meeting requests coming from the exhibitors part. So this is the meetings that I sent, and this is those meetings that are sent to me by the exhibitors. So this is their confirmed meetings. Okay, you can see that your meeting will be at 11 a.m. Saturday 20. So this is with Soluchana. So we have a meeting. We set up a meeting before, so it will be on Saturday 20th March. Okay. So you can also see your day plan or your day preference here. Okay. As you can see on 20th, I have a scheduled with this client, with this exhibitor, and then even though if it is not yet accepted by the exhibitor, it will still show on your day preference schedule. Okay. So next thing is as a visitor. Okay, as a visitor, I want to create a new request of a certain product that is not available on the event. Okay, so I'll be creating a new product, a new like a new request. So I'll just fill up this details. So certified product, yes. So categories, for example, this one, product name. So men's clothes. So I'll just need to fill up all of these details, then add some images, and once I click add product, it will be sent to all those exhibitors that under these categories. Okay. Once I add this product or hit submit, it will be sent to all exhibitors, so they can able to give example. These products they have a certain supplier for this kind of products, so the exhibitor can able to revert back to this visitor that I have this certain products like this like that. We could have a quotation. I can send you a quotation regarding it, or we could have a meeting regarding the products that you are looking for. Okay, so it will be seen under the trade leads on the exhibitor's profile. On the lower part of the home page, you will see a trade leads, and everything will be appear there for the request for quotation of a certain visitor. Okay, so going here, profile. This is for your profile. You can be able to view your as a visitor. I can view my own profile. So Luciana, can you please open also my profile as a exhibitor so we could compare how it look like
Okay, sure.
versus the visitor to visitor view. Okay, as a visitor, I can also view my profile. This is from the visitor point of view. This is my logo or my my contact person's image, the name of the company, company profile. That's same thing. I need to populate my account. I need to populate everything, so those details will be displayed here. Okay. So on the exhibitor's point of view, okay, as you can see, it's still look like as the same as this. compared to the exhibitor's profile, exhibitor's booth or exhibitor's profile. All right. So from here, you could able to see also those products. Oops, buyers products. Just get this one. You will the visitor can able to view the all the products that is uploaded by the exhibitors. Okay, all the products that are uploaded by the exhibitor on the event will be viewed here on the on the product page. It's the same thing. They can able to search by countries. Oops. Oops. Mhm. It's the same thing. They can view it by country. Okay, they can filter and filter them out by categories, subcategories, and also type in the keywords. All right. So yep. I think I cover much everything about the product profile, the visitor's profile. Okay. So yeah, if you do have any questions, yeah, you could post it here on our chat, so I could we could able to answer it directly. Any questions? Let me just check on the chat. Oops.
All right. I think thanks, John. Thanks, Sulochana, for that fairly detailed demonstration. Thanks, Sulochana. And I think there are a couple of questions that Radhika has for me, I reckon, with regards to the buyer
Yes,
program that has come from different interested customers. Radhika, do you want to bring them up maybe for the benefit of
yes,
audience,
Nash.
everybody else? Yeah.
I have a few questions.
Okay.
So one exporter has asked, how do you find business buyers who are relevant to a given business? As an example, organic coconut oil.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the biggest number one sort of question that we being posed by most of our clients. So the way, like I explained, is this is obviously where our expertise would come in. So our sourcing consultants will look at your profile on Exhibitor. So we carefully look at your products, and then we would put it in our system to see what specific buyers are matching with your respective products and services. So that's the matchmaking thing which we are good at. So then obviously we will have, let's say we put in organic coconut oil, and then we would see 100 different matching buyers from different geographies, right? And then obviously we would reach out to those respective buyers, and then we will show them your profile. That's why you should be in the system, obviously, so that we can send them a link, and they can straight come into your profile. Now I think one of the things that you would also see when you log into your profile, each one of you can have your own URL. So you can even send it to interested parties saying, hey, look, I'm on this virtual platform, come and have a look, because they can talk to you, they can text you, they can chat with you. It's not like you're having a website or you're having something else. This is dynamic, right? So getting back to the question, obviously prior to fixing meetings, we look at your products, then we do the matchmaking, and then based on the matching buyers, we will talk to them about your products, and then we would come back and tell you, okay, there are 10 different buyers who are interested in talking to you. Would you like to talk to them? And then we fix the meetings. So Radhika, I assume that'll sort of give a good
Yeah.
feel to
And
how the
there
buyers.
are
Yeah.
Yes, few more questions, Marsh. Hope you have time to answer.
Yeah, no problem. We can run through
The
those.
second one, how can an interest party obtain your services?
Yeah, so obviously, if it's Sri Lanka, DPR Global is our partner, and anyone who's interested can get in touch with the DPR team, and obviously DPR has all the, details, everything else with them, and then we would then jointly, get those meetings sorted out once you sort of come on board and give your consent. So that's pretty much the process if someone is interested for you to get started. And now remember, this service can happen start even tomorrow. You just say, look, I want 10 meetings. So minimum number is 10 meetings, and give us the geographies, give us what regions you want to get these meetings. Our pricing is based on different geographies. Obviously, our cost to reach out to these prospects differ from different geographies. Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to invest anything else. You just simply tell us, I want 10 meetings from these geos. These are the type of customers that I'm after. We can definitely come back to you with relevant profiles. All right, Radhika, any other questions?
Yeah, there are few more questions.
Yeah, cool.
The other one is, how do we know the buyer is genuine?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, that's again a good question. Where this is again where our consultants will obviously talk to the buyer and ensure the buyer is genuine and interested in buying your product. And we also have a screening process. Now, these buyers, obviously, they have their organizations. We deal with them day in and day out, and they have their websites. We do a screening process before we sort of get them into our database, because one single buyer would be talking to multiple customers within our multiple geographies. So a lot of the time we are 100% in touch with the customer. A lot of the time the local teams have even physically met the buyer. So we do that validation, and we would let you have certain buyer information like their website, etc., for you to give your consent. So obviously, if you're not happy with that buyer, you don't have to accept the meeting, and you're not paying for it. So that's the kind of genuinity we're bringing to the table. All right.
Okay, two more questions, Marsh.
Yeah, no problem.
What support? Yeah, what support you offer after the initial meeting?
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't stop at just conducting the meeting, our sourcing consultants. So what they do, the sourcing consultant will take minutes. Obviously, the meeting can be video recorded if both the buyer and the seller give their consent, right? So our sourcing consultants, now I myself sometimes jump into these meetings to get a first-hand idea. And I myself sometimes conduct some of these meetings if they're fairly, bigger deals. So what we do is we actually make notes, obviously, as in a normal physical meeting. And then at the end of the meeting, we actually agree with buyer and seller in terms of what follow-up action that are needed. So a lot of the time, it's an email that we generate with the minutes connecting the parties. Now, if you agree, you're happy to be on WhatsApp. Like some of the buyers, they say, look, I'm more happier with WhatsApp. So then we create a WhatsApp group where we as a sourcing consultant, we stay in that group, the exporter and the buyer, or some of them would say WeChat or whatever. It's a preference of, what the buyer and the seller agrees. We've actually do quite a bit of follow-up action as well, and you're not paying for it. We just do it as a part of our service delivery. So initially we'll be there, and then once you pick up the baton, we'll let you negotiate, and we don't get involved, and we don't take any commission or anything else from your businesses. You only pay for the business meeting that we arranged for you. All right.
Yeah. Another question. If buyer do not show up on the meeting, what happens? And what happens if the seller can't come for the meeting?
Yeah, so the way we look at it.
Shall I repeat it again, Marsh?
No, I think I got it. Like what you're saying is if the buyer doesn't show up, the first one,
Okay.
right? Yeah. So if the buyer doesn't show up, obviously for some unavoidable reasons, because obviously we check with both parties even a day before and about an hour before the meeting time. That's again one of the key KPIs of our sourcing consultants. Now, let's say last minute, your internet breakdown, whatever, life happens, something happens, and if the buyer can't show up, obviously we would reschedule the meeting. That's one option. Now, if that buyer is not in a position, let's say had met with an accident, ill, hospitalized or whatever, then we would give you another set of buyers for you to pick if that buyer is not available for foreseeable future. So that's from a buyer standpoint, buyer no-show. Now, given the fact that, let's say you as an exporter and an exhibitor, you have some emergency, you're not able to show up, and if you give us 2 days notice, absolutely no problem. We have time to reschedule the meeting with the buyer. But let's say if it's a last minute cancellation, like, where you suddenly can't show up for some reason, then obviously we have incurred cost in terms of, allocating time of our consultant and everything else. So hence, to recover our cost, we would take 50% of the meeting fees, but you would have that balance 50 that can be used for any other future meetings. Yeah. So it's just that if you don't show up without informing us, let's say at least a couple of hours prior to the meeting, obviously then we've missed out the buyer. We have to, manage the buyer's dissonance. All of that would have a cost. We'll have to send them a gift or something sometimes. Yeah. Hence, 50% of the meeting fees would be foregone by you, and then the balance 50 can be used for any future meetings. Yeah.
Hello, Marsh. There are another few questions from chat popped up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm happy
Yeah,
to answer. Yeah.
yeah. One has asked, as a company, can we promote 2 to 3 sectors under one company profile? Example, logistics, agri products, etc.
Yeah, so now that's a tough one. So usually the buyer would want to see a specific type of product under one profile. So let's say if you're a diverse group, our advice is for you to have multiple exhibitor, accounts, so that you could professionally demonstrate your different products, unless they're not relevant. Now the question is, you're extremely diversified, you have non-relevant portfolio of products, so then you go and tag them in multiple places. It's going to confuse the exhibitor, the buyer who is coming in. So again, it's a call that we will have to take by looking at your products. But my advice, if you want to maximize your exposure to buyers, because see, the matchmaking, everything in the system works on a logic. So if you overrule the logic, then you're going to lose out, right? So hence, it's important that we don't have a lot of unrelated products, and then you go and tag in unrelated product categories. Again, we can look at it, and if you want to have multiple stalls, I'm sure DPR team would consider giving you a discount to maximize your exposure. Now remember, if you take multiple stalls, obviously you're also entitled for multiple leads and multiple benefits as well. Yeah. So if your products are relevant, you can tag in multiple categories, but if they're not relevant, it might kind of upset the apple cart. So it is a call. We have to look at your products, and then we have to take it offline, I reckon. But my advice is, try and tag it with relevant product categories, and try and not focus on maybe the top product categories that you want to export, rather than try to put so many in one store. That also might confuse the buyer, in effect, when they come to your store. You see like really diversified range of products, might be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, so that's a more like an offline call. But yeah, you can have multiple stalls or have relevant products, and try and see what you really want to market, would be my suggestion.
Marsh, one more question.
Yeah.
How are the buyers informed and invited to the exhibition?
Yeah, so I think I kind of addressed it. So the way it works now, all of you who had paid and registered would be basically be put into the matchmaking system, and the system would pick up relevant buyers who are actually wanting to buy products from Sri Lanka and subcontinent, and the categories of products that you're marketing. So then those buyers would be invited to be a part of the system, and then we will obviously reach out to them to establish their profiles. Now with the system, we also have the capability to have all the buyers profiles created automatically, and buyer will receive an invite, and then our teams will call out to the buyer and ask them to look at those profiles. We would also send them direct links to those relevant profiles. So I mean, we do quite a bit of tactical work at the back end to ensure that the relevant buyers seen your products, and you would have those minimum number of inquiries. Now, I also want to emphasize on another fact. Now, we talk about two types of engagement here. One is pre-show, where you would have a certain number of visitors coming in, matchmaking, you set up all those meetings, your RFQs, etc. We would also bring in live traffic now during the 3 days that the show is going to go live. So there'll be a lot of relevant interested parties will be invited to visit the expo live. This is like the walk-in crowd, like the footfall type of thing. So we are also looking at quite a large number. I mean, it depends on the fact that how many of you would be there as exhibitors. So we have a ratio of about 1 to 100 sort of ratio. So if somebody asks me how much, it obviously be each exhibitor would have about 50 to 100 walk-ins is what we're looking at on a scenario. So it's important you make your stall attractive. It's important you're responsive. It's important that you're there to answer video calls, because if you miss out a video call, we can't take responsibility. It's like you have a physical stall, someone walks in, you're not there, the exhibition organizer can't take responsibility, right? So it's up to you to be prepared, have someone in front of the computer for those 3 days. And remember, you will also receive notifications whenever there is an engagement happens on your virtual booth. Like for instance, if someone sends you a price request, someone sends you a meeting request or a live chat request, you would get an email alert as well. But it won't come for video calls, because obviously video call is a browser-based live activity, which we can't send you a separate email when somebody calls you. So apart from that, every other engagement you would also receive notifications, just in case if you're not in your engagement dashboard. All right.
Okay. Yeah, Marshall.
That's
yeah.
it. All right. Okay. Awesome. So I think obviously team is there. I think there is this pre-scheduled meeting. I can see Suri is
Yes.
asking.
Yes. No. Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
Just now coming. Yeah. So we can't have any pre-scheduled meetings without this. I don't know what you mean, Suri, by without this.
She has asked about this special B2B thing. She has mentioned I was invited to this through the NCE, and we were only told of an annual fee. I think she got bit mixed up. I mean, with the
Yeah,
B2B
so
case.
yeah, correct. So usually there are two things. You buy the virtual expo package, you get certain benefits. So there are certain benefits of number of inquiries, number of leads packaged into that $150 nominal fee that we charge, right? So the business meetings that are optional is not a part of that package. There are two different offerings, right? So if you want to have different one-to-one business meetings, which are apart from what's going to happen through the exhibition, are optional. But if you buy the exhibition package, you will get what has been bundled with that package, right? So it's two different services, right? The exhibition services, obviously we don't fix meetings for you. We don't come to your meeting, so it's a different thing. It's where now John this demonstrated, you would be receiving a call from a buyer directly. So we don't get involved in sourcing that and doing all the handheld work in the virtual package. As you can see, it's a nominal fee. You're basically given you a fee below cost, because we want more and more Sri Lankan exporters to benefit, right? Now the second service is, you want more specific meetings with specific buyers, where we go into quite a bit of a micro handhold process of bringing the buyer into a video call, and we introduce the buyer and we conduct the meeting. That's a different service. That is not a part of the $150 that you would incur when you come on board with the exhibition. So there are two different services. Exhibition package is different. B2B business connect services are separate business meetings. So I assume that's clear for all of you now. Yeah. All right. I don't see any questions.
No much.
All right. Excellent. Okay. So I reckon we are a little over time as well.
Yeah.
So I assume all of, I think everybody sort of had a good clarification and have we managed to explain as to, how we conduct the whole exhibition process. So please reach out to DPR team if any questions, queries, and we are all there to support you. And Radhika, any final announcements do you have from your standpoint to all the prospective and all the registered exhibitors for us to end the session?
Yeah, I mean, we have registered customers, but still most of them have not updated their profiles.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think now after this, I think they got good awareness from our session today. So I invite all the prospective exporters to come and join with us. I mean, already joined for the exporters who has already registered. Thank you so much for the time you have taken. And the others, please come and register. And most of them have a doubt whether, I mean, this will work out. I think now they have cleared the doubts. I hope because they got good awareness about today's session.
Absolutely. I think that's a good message, Radhika. I think Suri is asking what time. Yeah, so all the timing as per Sri Lanka times, right? We have mentioned in the Expo
Yeah.
live show times. Yeah, Suri. So it's all Sri Lanka times,
Time
obviously.
it's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So we have
Yeah,
already.
yeah. So 10 to 10, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
basically what we're looking at. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for your time and all the best. And we look forward to having you in the Expo and obviously making this a big success. And obviously, it's a continuous endeavor. We're going to go throughout the year and every day you would start finding inquiries coming in once we open up to our global buyer base. So that's the benefit. You might get business moment you look at your email, you might start seeing a lead every day. So that's what you're in for. So all the best and thanks team there back in DPR, Radhika, Salochana, Suranjit, Bharata and team and thanks John and Shehan for your support as well from DMS and thanks for all the participants as well. And yeah, so let's make it work. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Marsh, for your
Oh,
valuable
my
time
pleasure.
as a resource person.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Okay.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.